Well, while we've talked quite a bit about the impact Oklahoma's energy sector has had on our economy, we've yet to touch on what is in store for the state's second largest industry, agriculture. Joining me now to do just that is OSU agricultural economist Kim Anderson. Well, 2009 certainly was an interesting year when it comes to the commodity markets.
Yes, it was like Jekyll and Hyde. If you look at 2008 and 2009, 2008 was a banner year, especially for the crop producers. Livestock, not quite as well as, say, 2007, but 2009 was a very trying year, both with the harvest, whether you're looking at wheat or whether you're looking at the corn and beans, and with the prices.
Yeah, we went from some record high prices to not record lows, but significantly lower.
Yes, you bet. Well, you go back to April of 08, we had record prices for our wheat at that point in time. Probably, went from $12, $13 wheat back in the spring of 08 to below $4 as we got into the fall of 09.
Now, if we've seen that drop in commodity prices, have we also seen a drop in the inputs that farmers are so dependent upon?
Yeah, that would be the good news. And if you go back to that 08 crop with the relatively high prices, we planted the 09 crop with relatively high fuel prices, relatively high fertilizer prices. The inputs probably, $4.80 to $5 a bushel break even, some higher, some a little bit lower. Now, as we planted the 10 crop, the prices were significantly lower with the input cost for the wheat, break even per bushel, probably in the $3.75 to $4.25 range, depending on where you're located and what your yields are.
Now, in concern of wheat, we did see some record low stocks. Where are they now?
They're not record high, but they might as well be. We went from 350 million bushels to 900 projected right now for May the 31st of this next year. 900 million bushels. Some analysts say that it could be as high as 1 billion bushels. Now, you got to compare that to a 5-year average of around 500 million bushels. So we've got about twice as much stocks as we need.
So in the short term, the laws of supply and demand come into play?
I think they will. We've seen prices drop off. They've been kind of edging down recently. Our export demand has been weak, to say the least. Right now, U.S. prices are above world prices about 50 cents. That tells you what they'll have to do for us to move a lot of this wheat out of storage. And if you're looking at storage, we went from excess storage 2 years ago to there's some question of whether we'll have enough room to store the 2010 wheat crop.
Now, it certainly is a global market.
It's definitely a global market. Our prices have to be in line with the world prices.
Now, as you look into 2010, is there any one thing that you tell farmers to watch for?
You bet. The thing you watch is input cost, is what's the cost of production and getting a good quality product produced to sell.
At the end of the day, does it come down to weather?
Back in the 1980s, Luther Tweeden told me, policy comes, policy goes, but weather is going to determine the price.
All right, Kim. As always, appreciate you coming by. Kim Anderson, an agricultural economist at Oklahoma State University.